is a pain in the butt. You hit your ball in the trees and then you lip out the putt. But if you've got a little time, then come and spend it with us. 'Cause now you're listening to The Rough Cut.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Rough Cut Golf episode, hitting your face like a ray of light, shining through a split rain cloud, bringing warmth, joy, and happiness to an otherwise dreary day. I am joined by my co-hosts, Jacob, Kieran, and Mick, and we have so much to talk about this week. A huge week in the world of golf, from influencers signing up to golf companies, to a trip that we've just taken, to potentially a change in the world order of golf. Lads, how are we?
Very good. Even better now after that. I mean, I was waiting for that. I was not up to this podcast, but now I've heard that, I'm ready to go.
Just a seasoned pro, isn't it?
Exactly. It's so good.
Cameras are on, we're rolling. Turns it on.
So good.
Inverse to how he has been for the rest of the morning.
Yeah, I must admit I've not been in the best shape this morning physically or mentally, but hopefully that intro to the pod, like it has done with the team here, has got you in the mood to kick down the door of life and just take it on.
100%.
Rejuvenated.
100%, you've done it.
You could be like on the treadmill right now and you've like turned it up to 11.
Yeah.
Or you're driving to work and you're like, I'm breaking the speed limit on the way there. I don't care.
We don't advise that, though.
No, we don't advise breaking the speed limit.
No, I've just jumped up from your desk and thrown your laptop against the wall.
Yeah.
Like, ran out in excitement. That's the kind of vibes we're going for.
Or you're listening at the driving range and you had a little dance to the intro music. So I like to think that someone would have a little dance to this at the range.
Yeah.
They were listening.
Get them a bit loose.
Loose.
Yeah.
Now, the reason that you particularly are feeling tired is because of where we have just been.
Yes, we have just come back from the United Arab Emirates, and an emirate that we haven't visited before. So we went up to Ras Al Khaimah, which is north of Dubai, further north of Abu Dhabi. It's just north. We actually saw mountains. Mountains. Do it. Here we go. Mountains, Gandalf. Mountains. And it was very cool, actually. Like I said, it's not somewhere we've been before. Stayed at a beautiful place. Course was fantastic at Al Hamra. It's going to be hosting a DP World Tour event in a few weeks, so we were lucky enough to get out and play and film. I'm pretty sure in saying 140 holes of golf.
We filmed. Well, we played 9 holes ourselves. So, and we worked out the total was 151 holes that we played.
It's a hell of an effort, that.
Filmed 140 and played 151 in total.
Yeah, which is pretty shocking. I can't actually believe that I let you go play, but
yeah, I know.
There it is.
Well, by the end of the week, we were the only 2 people who could still hit a shot.
That is true.
Yeah, I'm actually, I've actually been banned, ladies and gentlemen, from hitting any golf shots for a week because of the physical wreck that I am in currently.
You're the walking wounded at the minute, I think.
Yeah, everything's just fallen apart. My body's finally told me that I can't play that much golf anymore. You know, I've got to relax. I've got to eke and slowly fade semi-retirement.
Was there
professional golf.
Was there like a period of your life where you could knock out two or three back-to-back 36-hole days and not feel it?
No, to be honest, I still could do that now. It's more that after that point, I wouldn't be able to do that again for 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Whereas
I'd have to go into cryo sleep.
Yeah. So listen, it's just a natural evolution of my body.
That's called age.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
The slow slide towards death.
Let's keep the positivity up now.
I
know.
And how long have you been 31, Pete?
I don't think I've ever been 31. I'm pretty sure.
I was born old.
I'm pretty sure in the last year of school, I was probably 42.
Well, that's good.
You managed to gain a year last year, though, didn't you?
This is true. I got a year back. Very proud of that.
Wow. This is something that I've tried
Not
to
a
take
Doctor
on
Who
this
episode.
year. No. It's not like...
I've not told you this. I must tell you this.
No.
I went out for a drink with my family and we were all just talking about ages and stuff and just what we were doing. And I was convinced that I was a year older than I was. And then I did all the calculations in the bar and I literally gained, this must have been in August, September or something. So I think I literally gained a year back,
Oh, that's so good.
which was incredible.
What did you do with the year?
I've got to be honest, I should have planned it better. Didn't do a lot. So now I've finally got my age back again.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, it was a long. It wasn't in time regards. It wasn't a long trip. We were only there for five full days.
5 days.
No,
but yeah,
four full days.
Yeah,
four
four
and a half.
5 nights, wasn't it?
It's just very.
But it did feel like a bit of a slog.
It was very intense.
Day 1 and 2 were like you played 27 holes both days, and by the kind of midway through day 3, you had a neck problem, an arm problem, a
Back problem.
back problem,
A personal problem.
mental issue. You worked very hard.
I've got to be honest though, I thought this trip was a good, because this was your first trip.
It was
away,
mine,
mate.
yeah, it was.
Obviously, Kieran's been away before, but I thought it was good. Like, I warned you beforehand that it was going to be a lot of work in a short space of time, and I think you did very well in the circumstances.
No.
You've come
thank
out the
you.
other
Well
side
done.
of it, so
So
No, I
that
really enjoyed myself.
that's it. That's your one compliment for the first half.
Yeah.
of the year.
That was fantastic.
All right, whoever's doing the clips for this episode, clip that one
that.
out and send it to me so I can watch it in times of pain and anguish. You did really well.
much like if you're listening now or watching on YouTube, I didn't go, so I'm learning this all. I
that's
was living vicariously through all the stuff you were posting on the internet.
And that might be why you've got the most energy out of all of us as well.
Potentially, yeah. I think
Jacob
so.
was like bouncing up and down before we recorded the
I was
episode.
ready to go.
Kieran was literally like half asleep.
Literally.
I just hope you feed off me. If I can be that kind of aura that you can build off, then
Oh, yeah.
that's what I want to
I'll
do.
take some of that energy. I don't mind. I'll take it. What was your favourite thing that we've... Well, I know mine was night golf with Carter because that was hilarious. But what was your favourite thing?
I think night golf is always a treat. It's just so different. It's something that we literally don't have in the UK. So to get to play that in the warm with a mate, absolutely fantastic. And we filmed a really
ball
good
flights, isn't it? That's
Yeah,
what
it's
it is.
just being able to see the. I mean, realistically, it's just exactly the same as day golf. You see the ball
no
flying
different.
through the air, but it's
looks
just
better, doesn't it?
It's just really different.
It's better on camera. as well.
Absolutely, yeah,
Better
yeah.
on camera.
So yeah, playing with Carl was great. Got a couple of really good videos through there. And I think out of that 4 days, 6, 7 videos we got. I mean, we've done Build My Bag Driver video, which is going to be
Which is out. Which is out. If you're watching this now,
Was that yesterday?
the Build My Bag Driver video just came out, so you can tell people what driver you've selected to use this year.
yeah. So spoiler alert.
It's the
This is your 5-second opportunity right now to go and watch the video first if you want
Yeah.
Yeah, well, or
It'll
skip,
be-
or no, actually, or skip on. So skip on about 2 minutes.
Okay.
I'd say.
Okay.
Yes. So in the bag is the TaylorMade Stealth 2 Plus.
I'll put some.
Great choice.
Yeah, I mean, go check out the video. It was, to be honest, it was a very close call between the Callaway Paradigm and the
Yeah.
TaylorMade
I was gonna
Stealth
say
2.
that.
But ultimately, as you'll see within the video, there's just a couple of metrics that just shoved it in the way of the TaylorMade.
Yeah, because I think lots of people thought you were going to go Paradigm because of
Yeah.
the review videos. The Paradigm seemed. It may have just been the skew of the edit. Did you edit Paradigm?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was your favourite in regards to the reviews we did. I think that's fair to say.
Well, this is the thing with the Build My Bag episode. So they are very much just focused on my game, my
Yeah.
swing,
Yeah.
my different data sets that I really want to dive into. It would be different if I was recommending a driver for
Yes.
your everyday
I
golfer.
think, I think this was something we touched upon with the ping, is that it maybe not was the one that you put people towards. It might be the Paradigm, but actually the ping would be better for other players because of how it is in terms of forgiveness.
Yeah.
And
Almost everyone should get the ping.
yeah.
And it's the same with the Callaway Paradigm. Like if you get that driver, you're not going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
You're really, really not. I could quite happily play that driver.
Do you
So-
think that your decision to put the Stealth in the bag plays a factor that because you're not playing any professional golf, so to speak, or any tournaments, so you're looking for different things in your driver? Or
no,
would it
not-
have gone in?
I think it'd have gone in
Anyway.
regardless. Yeah. I mean, my driving this year, I am literally just looking to hit the ball as far as possible.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that was the one it had to be in the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were talking about. I think it may even have been on the previous episode. Like, what are you looking for in a driver? Like, why? why do these metrics matter? And you were literally like, I want it to go far
as possible.
I don't really care if it goes left or right that much. If it does, great. I get to see more of the course and we get better video out of it. But I think it's an interesting choice. Do you think that they made just enough changes to the stealth from last year to kind of tip it over in that direction?
It's a slightly tricky one. So the TaylorMade stealth from last year, the TaylorMade stealth from this year, superficially, there's a lot more carbon. But actually, is there that much difference? For me, the feel and the performance has definitely moved on, but the face pretty much looks the same. So it's going to be very hard for TaylorMade to say 1 year we've literally altered the face of the driver. It's a completely new material. How are they then going to talk about the changes that they've made to make it better without reinventing the wheel once more?
Yeah, they made such a huge change that they now have to. They're like what else can you fix?
Exactly,
like,
and
what else can you change?
It's just those small advancements, and what they've done with the face, they've made the middle bit thicker and the edges a little bit thinner, as far as like the carbon layers. And that's all they've done, but for me it's made a huge difference.
I think that's what we said a few times during the round, and we said, how good does that driver sound? When it hits out the face, it goes miles. It?
Well, now we're doing like a podcast, I have a whole new appreciation for audio.
Yeah.
It's a whole new section of driver technology which I really want to delve into.
We have talked about doing like a golf ASMR series
Just
where it's
sounds
like
of-
I want to hear the tee going in the ground.
Right.
I want to hear, the shuffle as you get ready to hit, the ball popping off the face, you crunching through, some nice crisp turf, and that's the kind of stuff people want to hear. The audio is obviously very important when it comes to something like this. Particularly your driver, you're going to hit it on almost every hole. The putter's the only thing you're going to use for definite, but like you want it to sound good, you want it to feel good.
Yeah, it sounds good. I think the only thing was like I did notice over the couple of days was that when you didn't strike it, it was a bit weird in terms of like dispersion.
What, ball flight wise as well?
Ball flight wise, it was like dipping out of the like no spin sort of thing. That's what I noticed.
I think that is a combination of the settings that I had it in.
Actually,
as
that's
well.
true.
So
That's true.
yeah,
That's true.
Mick, absolutely
Was it not right?
So we started just to kind of segue into some of the videos we're doing as well. So we've started to film a new series about trying to find the best YouTube golfer. That's going to be coming very, very soon. We filmed the first two with Andy Carter and Liv Cook, and I was really excited about these matches. I was primed, I was ready, I was absolutely pumped. And I started hitting these drivers, and I was like, I mean, it's still good, but like, it's just a bit weird. It's just going a little bit offline and out the toe and the heel. It just seems to be dipping out the air a little bit too much. Yeah. I hadn't quite realised that Mick had taken the drivers, done a really good job getting some B-roll, which is supplementary shots to the videos that you will see, and then he'd replaced the driver heads and put the sim at literally the lowest
Stealth 2.
The Stealth 2, sorry, the lowest loft, the lowest spin, everything.
Like, it's like 5 degrees, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it might be.
It's pretty much what you have it on anyway, isn't it?
I think it might be less. I think
Less
minus
than that.
4.
No, 4.
Minus 4 degrees, yeah. So yeah, that's scupping me a little bit. I was actually just looking at the shots and I was like, this is so...
Right.
I was getting really annoyed because I was like, I've just done this video. I've just done all the data.
Yeah.
This is not what I've been seeing.
Yeah.
What am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
He
starts
It was
I'm just changing
bringing in
everything.
drills on the tee box.
Yeah,
He's like,
I'm getting-
coming back to like...
Getting all these Swing Quest videos up, thinking, what
What am I doing?
what do I need to do?
How
And
to
then-
gain 20 yards on your driver.
And then I finally just checked the lofts and I was like, oh no.
Was this mid-round? Or
Yeah,
did, okay,
in
so...
the middle of one of these matches.
Oh,
It
no.
was great.
So yeah, that was a disaster.
In my defense,
I don't know if you have one.
I did tell you that I had taken the heads off
You did say that.
and put them back on and didn't remember and you were like, oh, it's fine off, and then you didn't fix it. So it is partly my fault for having taken it off and not, maybe even photographed it beforehand to know what settings to put it back to. But it's also your fault because you didn't put it back.
It's fine. Listen, I've left it in the past now.
Clearly.
I was a little bit. No, I was a little bit angry at the time. As we said previously, this podcast is a little bit like therapy, and I feel now I've talked it through.
Okay.
I've explained the situation and shared it with my peers. I
Yeah.
don't need to be worried about it anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't change it back though, did you?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
change
he
it.
did,
Oh,
he
you
did.
did? Okay,
He changed it back for the bigger ones as well, for like the other videos that we're doing, which is the Can I Make a Cut videos and stuff,
Yes.
like that, which are very, very important to us. A good job.
Yeah, and changed them back before that point.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, because that's obviously very score dependent.
Yeah, so
that's the ones I'm most looking forward to.
yeah, we did a video. So a few years ago, Abu Dhabi HSBC Championship last year, we recorded 2 videos, which were to put me in a situation where the Thursday, the Friday rounds of the tournament, we did a live score comparison to the event that was going on, and we've done that again at Al Hamra for the Ras Al Khaimah Championship. So yeah, I'm glad we spotted it beforehand. And to be honest, considering the amount of physical distress I was in, actually turned out all right. Actually turned out all right.
Yeah. You've got a competitive score, I think. Not to put any spoilers in there, but
yeah, I'm a little bit on the fence about it. I think it's got a chance. It has got a chance. It just depends what the wind does.
I was going to say, so with Yas, that was the thing, wasn't it? You filmed it on a perfectly still day, nice hot day. Obviously, it was hot most of the time, but the wind got up for them actually playing the event.
The actual tournament on the Friday
was blowing.
The Friday was,
It was
so bad.
However, as we were getting on the plane to come home, it did start raining.
Yeah, it did.
At Dubai Airport, and we checked the weather today just to see what we're missing out on the way home, on the way into work today, and it's raining for the next 3 days.
Next 3 days, yeah. Raining.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Is
seriously.
this their artificial rain?
No, I think
this is rain.
Rain.
They've been having quite a bit of it actually.
Yeah, I don't know how I don't know how controllable it is though. So this is so in Dubai, if they need some rain, if there's any cloud formation basically over at sea, fly planes over it and they seed clouds to make them get bigger into rain.
That's not real.
Yeah.
It is real, yeah.
We
real,
didn't. We
That's
didn't
why I
tell
say
you that.
artificial rain.
Yeah, we didn't tell you that.
Because usually when it rains, they've made it rain.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
But the thing is, like in all the best sci-fi movies, have they lost control?
Right.
Is the rain now here to stay? Is it going to get bigger and bigger?
It's not the
28
wor-
days, it'll cover the planet.
It's not the worst enemy to fight against in a sci-fi movie, is it? Like it could have been Alien or Predator. If there's a bit of water, just wait. It will evaporate, won't it? You're in 29-degree heat most of the time.
If not hotter.
So yes, we got a couple of cool videos of you trying to make the cut at Ras Al Khaimah Championship. Like you said, there was some moments of greatness. There was some moments of head in hands, but I think you represented yourself very well. If it continues raining, you might even win the flaming thing. It should be incredible.
Yeah. They have grown the rough up and stuff like that. So it is going to honestly, it's going to be very, very interesting. To
It was
see.
similar conditions to what you think it will be.
Well, yeah, because last year they gave us a Paul, is he the general manager?
Yeah.
Lovely man, by the way.
The coolest dude ever.
Really lovely.
Very,
man.
very cool.
He gave us like all of the heat maps of like where everyone hit last year.
Okay.
So they've now sort of taken that data and they
Just made the course harder.
yeah
basically.
they've made the course
Right.
harder from there. So
Right.
it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Very much looking forward to it.
Very,
they're
very
fun
much.
videos to do.
Very fun videos.
We get suited and booted.
Yeah,
and
you coming
have a bit
back?
of fun.
Oh,
I think
Chip
so.
Sandy. Yeah, Chip and
Mulligan,
Sandy.
Yeah,
Yes.
they'll be back.
If you're not aware of Chip and Sandy, there are characters that we created for the Yas. Was it the Yas video? Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
We were basically imitating presenters
Yes.
of Sky Sports, essentially.
We were, and I would like to say that over the years of us creating these characters, we've become more comfortable in our roles. The first attempt was good, but we were new to it.
Yeah. I love it.
So I'm looking forward to dusting off the suit again.
Yeah, oh god, yeah, I don't know where my suit is. Actually.
Does it fit?
That's so mean.
Wow.
That's so mean. But yeah,
I'm saying you've got taller.
You are probably right.
No, he hasn't.
you are probably right. So I need to have a look at that.
We did eat quite well, though. That being said,
Yeah,
we did eat. We had some good breakfast.
when we weren't
We
filming.
did eat.
When we just ate. When we weren't filming, it was
There was a lot of eating going
literally
on.
eat, golf,
Eat and golf.
sleep, repeat.
As
That's
a-
literally it.
As a Finch Golf Media Network, we eat very well.
We do.
Generally, I
We
think.
do.
Yeah.
We do a good
Yeah,
job.
we're very lucky. We're good.
So yes, that best golfer on YouTube series is going to be good. We won't give away the results, but do you want to talk about that shot that Liv hit? We won't tell you what actually happens, but during this match,
Yeah.
Liv hits one of the most ridiculous golf shots
Yeah.
I have ever witnessed in real life.
It was good because she was sort of talking through it all, wasn't she? She was like, I'm feel good about this and that. And
Yeah.
then, no, it was good. She called it. So, no, it was good. And then all you hear is like Pete in the background. He's trying to find his ball in the palms over there.
All right.
And then, talking about the driver.
It's going well.
That was his second shot.
It was his second shot as well, but you can just hear him saying, "Oh God, I can really do with some paracetamol right now." He's just as Liv's just hit this amazing shot. He's none the wiser.
I feel like
to-
one day, I don't know how we'd do it because it would be a hell of a video, but it'd be love to just put out an uncut, raw,
Oh, God.
just nothing held back course vlog, just to hear the stuff that you come up with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because it's a joy for us to listen to.
We'll have to, we might have to.
It's a great idea.
There'll be a lot of
I think
beeps in there.
joy to listen to is a strong,
I think it
strong
would be.
statement as well.
I think so.
It'd be really easy to edit.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
would
just
be.
chuck it on.
chuck-
Yeah,
chuck-
true.
Like this.
Just have it. Yeah.
Or, although it would be probably a 4-hour long course.
That's what I
vlog.
mean. Long upload, but
Very long. So yeah, like I said, we won't give away the results, but there were some great shots hit. The Carter, we also shot a video for Carter's channel while we were there. You know, we're here to help, Kieran. We'll
100%.
we'll freelance ourselves out. Carter, we'll send you an invoice.
Invoice
mate,
in the mail.
Yeah, and he hit an obnoxiously good shot in that game as well.
That video is out as well.
That
isn't it?
video will
Yeah,
be
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Oh,
so
right.
we can talk about that
Yeah.
that shot.
He chipped in from the rough, bunkery shot out of this really thick rough, rolls up. You're not even filming.
No, I mean, to be honest, like not to
Oh, dear.
I wasn't filming anyway because it was for Carter's. Like I was getting social stuff, but in no offense to Carter, I didn't think that he had that in his locker. So, in all honesty, and I said
hang on, mate. Let me just grab this spade behind me so you can.
I said that to him as well. I said, "God, Jesus, I didn't know you had that in you." But
Yeah, no, and to be fair, no one did. Like,
no,
we
looked
looked
at
at each
other.
other.
We looked at each other and we were like, and no one said anything after he like went in. It just like
I was ready to go to the next hole.
Yeah.
Like I was in a pretty good position to win that hole, and then I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, that's
Thanks,
that's
mate.
fun."
Well done.
Yeah.
So did someone
Good
get it?
for you.
Someone did actually
oh
capture
yeah, no,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Well, we don't know.
You
I've
have
not
got
s-
it. You
well,
have
the
got it.
video's out, so we'll look at it.
Yeah, I've got
But
it. He sent it to me. So we
he's-
transferred it to me. So yeah,
Can you see the shot go in?
yeah. You've got it. You filmed it.
Yeah, I filmed it on his camera.
That's no
Yeah.
guarantee.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. Yeah, no.
Nick's
you
just
did.
looking at a bit of wildlife at the side.
That's quite nice.
That's a pretty bird. There's actually a really great shot of a pretty bird actually on the my first round of
Yes,
the
you
year.
need, yeah, need to find out what bird that is. I wish I got it flying off because I saw the.
You did get it flying off.
Yeah, but it didn't.
You didn't track it.
No.
There's no tracer on that bird.
patterns on that bird's wingspan is unbelievable. It was like blue and white
Oh,
and
yeah.
yellow. It was
Oh yeah.
It was a J.
fantastic. Was it?
Yeah.
Oh right.
That one.
Well,
that-
have you seen it?
you have no idea.
Like a blackbird size.
No.
No,
Bigger, slightly bigger.
No.
Bigger.
Bigger than a blackbird.
No, smaller than a blackbird.
I don't know.
Smaller than a blackbird.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
We'll get the bird up here and show you. more weapons.
Fair enough.
Any
so-
bird watchers out there?
So the video we shot for Carter's channel was a worst ball scramble
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
at a tour venue while Pete's injured.
Carter, if you're watching this, mate, like we need to have a word about your video ideas. Like we just want to play a match, just want to enjoy ourselves, and then Carter always picks like the most painful situation to put us in. He just loves the suffering.
Yeah, yeah.
Just loves the pain and the misery.
9 holes
Good
with
video.
1 iron.
So if
And
you
he's just like, oh.
if you've not played a scramble before, a traditional scramble is however many people in the team, they tee off, pick the best drive, play their shots from that point, pick the next shot, best one, play from there, and on and on and on. Worst ball, in our case, both players hit. We pick the worst shot, play on next from there, pick the worst shot, play on next from there. And as you may imagine, me and Carter, not the most consistent golfers, it ended in just chaos.
It was carnage.
When we
It
knew
took
what,
till like 4 hours.
that's what I was about to say.
Yeah. 9 holes
knew,
as well.
we knew what we were in for, and it was like, oh god, this is going to be a free. It was 3 hour, 4 hour. It's just like
We just
It was 9 holes and it
Yeah,
took
it was
4
nine-
hours
it
to
was-
shoot.
That's absurd.
Yeah.
the floodlights came on again.
yeah, literally.
Started at like 10 a.m.
It was, yeah. I think we looked at each other and we were like, oh.
It's still going.
It's going to be a good video. It'll be a good video.
There was a great idea, which I think actually was thrown up in the middle of filming of that video, was like, how many shots from each person have we taken?
Oh yeah, we didn't.
Well,
we don't actually know the shot counter.
Like a little shot counter. How do you think you did?
I think I beat Carr in that.
Because
he had a period of
fewer of your shots.
Yeah,
I was going to say, you want to be less.
You want to be less.
Yeah, I was definitely the worst of the worst for the first half of the front nine, and then he just came back with a vengeance and just chopped it everywhere, which is fantastic for me. So yeah, I think I would have snuck it. The least of my shots were taken.
Right. Okay. Well, that's good news.
It'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, it's going to be a good video. That was very, very fun to film.
Yeah.
Now, after this, no, actually, maybe the day after, we got to play golf ourselves, Kieran.
We did. Yeah. Very nice of Paul again. He turned the lights on for us, like literally course to ourselves. It was
nice.
pretty special moment. But yeah, no, it was good. We lost a few balls.
Yeah, I was going to say, so Pete was like, "Oh, we've sorted out night golf for you. We got you a couple of higher sets. Great." I would have been quite happy to take Pete's clubs out. Of course, they're very nice, but we didn't want to break them before we'd filmed all of the videos, so we left those. We left those in the clubhouse. Took a couple of higher sets out. We're almost heading to the first tee, and we're like, "Oh, rubbish! We haven't got any balls." We didn't do a very good job of preparing for this round of golf. No. Neither of us had a glove to start with.
But it sounds like it was thrown upon you. So
it was a bit. Yeah.
We were hoping for it the entire time.
Yeah.
We haven't got any balls, and then we also realised we didn't have any glove. I didn't have a glove either.
But I'd collated a few balls during the rounds.
We had done a little bit of a collection.
I had 4 balls.
Right. Okay. So what we did was we then went back to the storage area and raided Pete's bag. He had brought like a load of brand new Chrome Soft LS like beautiful golf balls fresh out of the sleeves, and we just robbed them all out of the bag and took them out on the course, and we were like, "Oh, it'll be fine. We'll bring them back and we'll stick them in the bag and they'll never know." We lost 3 on this by the end of the third hole. Yeah, we were down to 1 ball each.
Yeah, I personally lost 3 on the third hole.
That third hole over water.
Third hole over water, par 5, dogleg right, which is pretty normally set up for me, but I just took too much to the corner.
Do you want me to actually tell you what actually happened?
Yeah, please.
No, that is what happened.
So this is roughly, apparently, what kind of happened. Bear in mind, when these lads went out to play night golf, I went to meet Carter and meet his kid for the first time. Right, we just sat on the balcony, had a couple of drinks. We were overlooking the course. All the lights were on.
No, I forgot about that.
Yeah, all the lights were on. And I was like, well, Paul very kindly turned the lights on for the lads and the plane. They seemed to be enjoying themselves. And we saw him on the third hole.
Yeah.
And this is absolutely no word of a lie. Carter opened the bottle of wine.
Right.
We finished the bottle of wine. They were still on the hole.
We were on that hole for half an hour.
No, and we didn't realise what was happening. And I was like, Carter was like, well, there's other people playing behind him. I was like, no, they're literally the only people on the course. Yeah. So, and then they got to the next hole. The poor suffering greenkeeper came out, turned the lights off after them.
Yeah,
they were switching them off hole by hole.
They were following up because they don't put night golf on the weekend because they just don't get that many people coming to play.
So they were shutting up shop as you went through the holes.
So they said, look, we'll open the course for you. Just let us know when you're going out, and we'll get someone to follow you around. When you come off the green, we'll shut the lights off on that hole.
It was basically they were the last in the bar, and they were putting the chairs on the table, like around it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you can see greenskeepers like,
done this anyway. Forgot about it, and just had a lovely night. Had a lovely catch up with Carter. Got to the course very early the next morning. Drove all the way out to the 10th because we were doing the back 9 first.
Yeah,
and then I can tell something isn't quite right. Something's not quite right because these two are really quiet. And I'm getting all like mic on, getting all set up and like ready to go. And then like I can't remember, was it you, Mick, or and just like edges around the side of the buggy and said, have you how many balls did you bring with you? I was like, I don't know, just like I don't know, dozen and a bit, like 15, 20 balls, whatever it is, like whatever. So I lost a couple on the first few days. I was like, yeah, it's fine. He said, well, we lost a few. We lost a few balls last night. And like straight away, it's kind of like, you just know what actually means is they lost
You've got
every
two
single
left.
golf ball.
Yeah.
No, but then Kieran pops his head round. It was like, oh, don't worry though, we found a couple.
Oh, here's a pinnacle.
Yeah, go into the bag. It's like a TaylorMade distance from 1996. And then a Callaway, the one with like the football pattern.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, God's sake. And this is us about to shoot the
second round.
The second round of the Make the Cut video.
Right.
So I'm like, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Anyway, I search around my bag and I've got 3 Chrome Softs left because there's a pocket
Yeah.
They
that
had
they
just got
didn't
into.
find.
I was about to say they were the lucky ones. We were like, oh bloody hell, we can find them. Oh,
Honestly.
And without a doubt, I would have taken them if I'd have found them as well.
I wish that we had a camera in there because we were like, oh god, we were driving out and
No,
and
it was in the car. I was saying to you.
that's what I mean. The camera in the car.
I was like, how many balls did Pete bring? You're
Yeah,
like, he brought loads. I'm like, yeah, but how many do you reckon?
Like, this is the thing as well. The 10th hole is literally the furthest away from like the clubhouse.
Yeah,
It's
like
a 15, 20 minute drive.
Furthest away.
It's a massive like patch of land that the course is over.
You couldn't get any further, and we were like, oh god. we were kind of just realising.
Do you know what was the cheekiest bit actually? Is that the ones that we found, we just put back where the Chrome Softs were. Like in your bag, where I had robbed the nice balls out.
like a wooden lotus.
I found like an old, like a Pro V which I think had like a bit of concrete on it, and which
No, that wasn't in there. You lost that one again.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
lost.
lost, yeah.
There was a Team Titleist one which we lost. There was
Oh no, you lost about 5
Well, I think
Team
we-
Titleist Pro V1s.
right. Okay, yeah.
Literally, these balls with this logo on.
Yeah, I know the ones.
We
yeah.
might have been the only people in the country to have those, and now they're gone.
Oh, now loads of people in Dubai have got them and all.
Spaffed off with the bloody fishes on the 3rd hole. I honestly, I was like, I very rarely get like truly annoyed, and I was like, why have you left it till now to tell me?
Well, yeah,
and you know what's even worse is that in the pro shop they had the exact ball you wanted as well, and I just didn't say anything. I thought it'd be fine.
And as a context, this as well. This was later on in the week, and if you wear Whoop and you know about Whoop, this basically monitors sleep and recovery scores. I think I'd had about 6 hours sleep in like 4 days.
That's not a joke.
Tensions were
I
running
was
high.
on edge.
I think at one point you had 12% recovery.
Can we pull up his like recovery chart here?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
send me
so
your recovery
fun.
chart and I'll put it on the
makes
video.
me laugh.
I was
every time I see it.
I was medically dead on that tee in that morning.
Oh.
And I was
I thought, you know what I'll do? I'll just try and tip him over the edge. Pete, how many balls did you bring? Because we lost a lot. It was good though. We had a great time.
It was good fun. It was good fun. No,
It was really
It was
fun.
special. We had a beer after as well.
Yeah.
So
Sounds great.
It certainly put the pressure on because then it was like, well, you've got 3 balls to last you.
Yeah.
3 balls to last you 2 days, Pete.
Yeah.
That's all it was, wasn't it? It
Yeah.
was just
Smart
motivation.
golf
for,
now.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you had the 10th hole, which had water 300 yards down there as well. So it was a good starting hole.
Oh, yeah,
then-
stroke
and-
next one to start. Yeah.
Stroke next one to
And then
start.
maybe the 12th is also that big one over water.
You got the
the
11th
11th is over
11th over
water. The 12th
12th
is over water.
Yeah. So, but we all got back. We all survived.
Like I say, I'm glad you're all here. It sounds like it was a bit fruity at one point.
Well, actually, that's not the most dangerous thing that happened on the trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now this is the one thing I do know of the trip because I walked through the door this morning. It was the first time I'd seen you since you'd come back. And within about 5 minutes, Kieran had got his phone to show me what had happened. Now I'll leave the rest to who wants to tell the story. Who will probably be the best?
I'm just going to say it was the last. This is the last shot that we hit.
No exaggeration.
This is
the last
this
golf
is the
ball that was
last golf
struck.
shot we hit.
So, from my understanding is that you were on the range, as you say, last night.
Yeah,
and you were getting some social.
Yeah,
clips.
we were doing some TikToks, and last year we filmed 5 drivers off the deck and kind of made a bit of a, like that was our sort of thing, and people were also trying to
Repeat
recreate
it
and
and
stuff
yeah.
like that. So we thought, let's
Did 10, didn't you, as well?
Let's do another one. We did 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was when he was fit and healthy. 10 was. I asked him to do 10. He said, "No."
I believe he said I got about 5 more shots in me.
I've got 5 more shots in me, literally. So we were on scraps of Pete's health and stuff like that. But we squeezed out 5 shots, and he wasn't happy with it. Now that's the thing. This is where I'm going to pass it over to someone else because he hit 5 shots and they were bloody perfect.
I wouldn't say they were perfect. There's a little bit of movement in there.
The first one was a bit shaky.
Yeah.
I will say that, but the four after that were good.
And like drivers off the deck for me it's like my shot.
It's your shot.
It's
yeah.
my thing. I can do everything else really badly, but a drive off the deck that I can do pretty much every time. It's just I don't know why I could just do it. So did the first 5, wasn't happy with it. Did the second 5, lined them up. Hit the first one.
Yeah.
Was literally probably the best one.
It was lovely.
The best one of the lot. 100%.
Absolutely pure. Now, I wasn't even thinking about anything if I was just hitting these. And I didn't notice that the ball picker was about, I don't know, maybe 120 yards away or something.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was just turning round. It was just turning round and like coming almost into line.
Yeah.
Almost into line with where we were. So anyway, I've hit this second one and I've like semi-topped it, kind of heeled it. So it's taken off. It's only flown about 12 foot in the air. And then like a heat-seeking missile, it has just dived to the right-hand side. Now, this is where it gets very scary because they've gone to the right side, maybe traveling about 150 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't hit it perfect, so it's not going to be full speed, but it was still moving real quick.
It just smacked straight into the windshield of this ball picker and gone through it.
Yeah.
And I didn't know straight away it had gone through.
No.
But the noise it made was like really bad.
Was like it was like a gunshot on it.
Really?
Yeah. So we were all looking. We were like,
Oh my God. Is he dead?
What's just happened? Like, what's just happened? What's just happened? Anyway, he's pulled up and he's coming, and I've just gone out to make sure he's okay.
Yeah.
He's gone literally right through the middle of the windscreen. Like, couldn't be any perfectly more in the middle. And he said it's just like literally gone past his head.
Yeah.
On the
Didn't he say it
right-hand
like
side.
whizzed past his ear?
Whiz past it.
Yeah, that could have been so bad.
Like, honestly, I was pretty, like, oddly enough, he was absolutely fine about it. It was more me that was kind of shook.
Quite shaken up.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, he was so close. Like,
What was his name? Remind me of his name.
Nawazish?
Nazawish.
Or
Nazawish. Yeah, Nazawish, that's it.
Nawazish, yeah.
Nawazish,
Yeah. Very cool, very chill.
Lovely guy.
Yeah.
Really lovely guy.
To be honest, everyone at that golf course was incredible.
Yeah,
everyone was very
They were
nice.
brilliant. They were really, really good there. Really, really helpful.
Yeah.
So, apart from taking a man's life, was there any other?
Yeah, it was kind of disappointing actually because I wanted Pete to end up in
He
handcuffs.
didn't die.
I wanted him to be fine, and of course he was fine. But the title of the podcast could have been Peter Finch ends up in handcuffs in UAE, and that would have been amazing.
I wouldn't
Hey.
wish that.
some dark corners of your
Look.
mind, mate. There really is.
I'm glad you're back, Pete.
Yeah, thanks. And I'm happy everyone was okay as well.
And if you haven't seen it, I go to TikTok and Instagram. It'll be up already, won't it?
Yeah, I'll be up already. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's
if you wanna-
pretty drastic.
if you wanna
We're
go
glad
watch it.
everyone is okay. Pete has recovered. It took him. The next morning he didn't want it. You still didn't want to see it.
No. I'm still not massively keen on seeing it now.
It was pretty tough.
I don't know how long the statute of limitation is in the UAE, but that can't be used against Pete
That was-
officially.
and then we fled the country the next morning, so it was
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
we got away with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whilst we were away, some pretty incredible stuff happened in the world of actual golf.
Oh yeah, they do play still, don't they? Yeah,
Actual
that
golf.
actually happens.
Yeah.
They're not just filming silly challenges for YouTube.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah,
talk to me.
Well, we started off with John Rahm.
Yeah,
My
can I
boy.
just say, John, we get it. You're good at golf,
My
mate.
boy.
I'm fed up with it now.
He's slowly becoming one of my favourite golfers, 100%. And I said this a few weeks ago. He's probably the best in the world right now, 100%.
He's okay.
Pete disagrees.
Why was he slowly becoming your number one?
Because-
Did you not like him initially, or
No, like obviously Rory's my favourite and stuff like that, but like I don't know, I just really like him. Love the fight and the energy and stuff like that he has. So
I see.
no,
I mean, listen, that's his fifth win in 7 starts.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think it
fifth
is.
win in
Back-to-back
7 starts.
wins.
And
In starts.
the type of events he's playing in are rather good fields.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which-
There's no choppers in those fields.
Not many. Like he's well above and beyond pretty much all the fields that he's competing against at the moment. All I will say
Okay.
Oh, okay.
is we have yet to have an event where everybody's there.
This is my argument. This is the exact point.
You know, we've not had the Rory Rahm head to head for a start this year yet.
And then you got to chuck in Cam Smith.
which is going to be slightly more difficult to
he's,
do.
he's not going to be there.
We'll just have to wait for the majors.
There's going to be a tournament this year where all three of them are there. Surely.
That's true, yeah.
Well, just them all. I mean, we named them the other day. You can just go on and on and on how many good players there are.
Who else is in that conversation?
Scheffler, Morikawa.
Yeah, I think you're going to be looking at, for as far as PGA Tours go, you're going to be looking at the players probably, which everyone's going to be there, and then of course the Masters, where potentially, hopefully, everyone's going to be there as well. Because like you said, it's going to be that situation where you've got players on different tours who, because of a myriad of different reasons, can't play each other. That's only going to really be happening at the majors, because they've had a little bit more of a stance of saying, you know what, if you're good enough to qualify, you can play.
Yeah.
What's going to happen with World Golf Rankings, we really don't know yet. So they might be the only true acid test of who the best players in the world are at this moment in time. So, yes, Jon Rahm is currently the best player on the PGA Tour. Kind of.
He's the best Spanish player on the PGA Tour who is a Callaway athlete who has played more than 3 tournaments this year.
Well, I think this week it's the Farmers this week as well. So you've got Justin Thomas there. I think Scotty's there as well, if I'm not mistaken.
That's Scotty Scheffler for everyone who
Scotty
doesn't
Scheffler,
first name basis.
Kieran's
Sorry.
habit of just first naming everyone like the best mates.
Sorry.
I think with, again, the Farmers, it's a better field, but
Got Torrey Pines? Torrey Pines?
yeah.
Torrey
Which Rahm has won at. He's obviously won his US Open
was
there,
gonna
and
say.
he pretty much wins there every time. So you want,
All right.
so you want back against him to win again.
Right.
But yeah, honestly, Rahm is probably is the best player in the world at this moment in time. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's not get too excited.
It's a long season.
What would be the first event then? The Players or the Masters?
I think the PGA Tour
players.
definitely players,
Players.
but the Masters is the one where, I mean, let's be honest.
It gets
The
everyone
season starts at the Masters for most people.
yeah.
That's where the real peak of interest begins. So that for me is going to be the first point where we go, okay.
That's
And
Philip Mistess,
Rahm
isn't it?
can draw the ball now consistently. So, Augusta does favour
A drawer.
a draw every now and again. So
Bit like you, Pete.
yeah. Yeah, unlike him, I'd have no control over it. I don't know when it's going to happen. It just happens.
This might draw.
Yeah.
And Rory's playing in the Desert Classic this week.
Yep.
Yep. So looking forward to that. Do you think he'll win that?
No.
No.
Do you not think?
Why not?
No, it's his first tournament he's had in ages. He could do. Obviously, he's an incredible player, and for me, he's still probably the best player in the world on his day. But
So what is he's going to scrap to a top 5, just roll in on the last day.
It just doesn't like. It's like you don't want to peak too early. If he goes out and just smashes all these early tournaments, maybe that's it. But if he works his way, gets a feel back into tournament golf, and then ready for the Ryder Cup.
Maybe it's going to be a double for Victor Perez then.
Oh
Double.
yeah, because
boy, Victor.
that VP chip in that I definitely saw happen.
Definitely so.
Yeah, that was brilliant. I mean, that for me is, I think we said it at the time, is probably the best shot I've seen in a long, long time, which won somebody a tournament.
Oh, so good.
Because even though he had a bit of a scrappy last hole,
He did, yeah.
that was the shot where everyone was like, you know what, he's won this event.
Yeah.
It didn't he go down the left, nearly in the water?
He went in the bunker on his tee shot and then don't really know what he was doing for his next. I imagine he fatted it and it went into this the udon noodles, as we call it.
Yeah.
Whatever that plant is, we don't know.
We don't know what the plant.
Yeah.
But the consistency of udon noodles.
And then did he have to chip out?
He chip. Did he chip out?
Yeah,
he
he
did chip
chopped
out.
it out,
He chipped out, and then he made bogey.
But he was already in that point.
Yeah,
where
he was already. He had.
He was kind of leading.
Minwoo Lee had to eagle the last.
Yeah,
and
he almost did.
Can I just say, nearly did it twice.
We'd have been having a very different conversation on the best shot to win a tournament when Minwoo Lee had that pitch in. But no, that shot from Perez, if you've not seen it, 17th hole at Yas Links, it's a absolutely horrifically hard par 3, just visually incredibly intimidating. The pin was back right on a green which is the size of Wales. They literally stuck it so far in the back corner, and short right of that is a really deep bunker, which he went in, hit an incredible shot. It was back into wind, so it would allow him to stop it a little bit quick, but he managed to get it behind the hole, spinning, ripped it back, went in, out of the bunker, chest pump, slightly awkward golfer celebration. But he was...
It's the only way they have to do it.
He was absolutely pumped up for it. And yeah, for me, that was it was a shot, and this doesn't happen very often, bear in mind, in golf, where we were watching it in the clubhouse. Literally everyone exclaimed at it. It was like, oh my God, that's amazing. Like, everyone was like, oh.
And when you say exclaimed in golfer exclaimed, like, good shot.
That's awfully good.
Bloody great shot, lad.
Oh, my word.
I felt a bit of an idiot because I said that I thought he finned it at the start. I thought, because I don't know whether it was the audio or something like that, but I thought he'd finned it. I was like, oh God, that's gone right at the back. And then it just pops up on there, backspin. That was so good.
Yeah, that was very, very
Do
good.
players of that level, you said he went in the bunker on the par 3, like, do players of that level sometimes aim for a place like that? You know, like a kind of amateur level, you're like, I want to avoid the hazard because that's going to make my next shot much more difficult.
Do you mean like places to miss?
Yeah, but do players like, oh, well, that bunker's like I can easily get out of that bunker. Like,
Yeah.
if
I
it's
don't
harder
think
the other side, like what's the like tactical thinking behind that kind of
I don't
thing?
think that's an easy bunker.
No, I know it's not,
Yeah.
but like you know, is that a thing?
Yeah, I mean, on holes, there are definitely easier places to miss. But in that context, so the pin's kind of back right. If you're going to miss, you'd want to miss a little bit further left, so it gives you more room to work with. Like I said, what made that shot easier was it was into wind coming out of that bunker. Okay. But it wasn't just the shot, because the shot was incredible, but it was the situation. 17th hole.
Yeah, pressure.
Literally 2 holes to go in this event, which he has a lead in. Like, what are you going to do?
A tight lead as well.
Yeah.
Minwoo Lee didn't Minwoo Lee's chip. He could have fought. His previous shot lands right next to the trophy, which I think is hilarious.
But on 17, he bogeyed as well. So it was
and wasn't his chip to force a playoff?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was very, very, very close.
he did nearly do it though.
Ugh.
Literally, one coming up, he nearly held that, and then it was obviously on this slope, and it was coming back, wasn't it? And it was literally like
Very, very close.
half, like a couple inches.
Yeah.
It was very, very good.
Yeah, but for me, honestly, like one of the best shots I've seen in such a long time. And nice, it like kind of kicked off the season a little bit.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like,
100%.
kind of interested again.
It's kind of like in a kind of like football match which has got a bit slow. Sometimes you need someone just to throw in a heavy
This
tackle.
game needs a goal.
Yeah, so it needs something.
Yeah.
So that was very exciting. So to kind of like move from John Rahm and Victory to the world of Callaway, to the world of Callaway sponsoring Good Good, to the world of ex-Good Good members Micah and Grant signing with
That was
TaylorMade.
so seamless.
That was that was very, very
like,
good. That.
I got to be honest, I didn't see a segue in there.
No, but you
you
made
did
it.
You made it.
That was fantastic. We
You
were
ma-
watching you there as well.
You made a pathway. That was like watching an explorer like hack through a jungle to try and find the river. That was
found it.
fantastic.
We're
You
getting
did.
better at this, aren't we? We are getting better at this.
Well,
Love it.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. I
What
mean,
you guys are.
listen. It's a really big story, and I think it is something which is very relevant to what is happening with the major golf companies. You know, we are seeing more and more influencers. Let's just group everyone under that term, signing up with equipment manufacturers, and the equipment manufacturers themselves moving away from actually sponsoring tour pros.
yeah.
You know, this is a moment where we're seeing really golf influencers start to overtake, in the eyes of major companies, a level of importance to the best players in the world.
Yeah, when you put it like that, it's actually quite significant, isn't it?
It's huge. I mean, obviously we have an invested interest in this, and we can't be too hesitant to say that at the end of the day, the videos that we do, the videos that Grant does, that Micah does, that Good, that Rick, you know, talk about everyone.
Yeah.
As far as getting eyeballs on golf,
Yeah.
as a group, as a collective, YouTube influencers have more viewership globally than tour pros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is where these companies are opening their eyes to. They're probably now seeing that themselves. And anytime something like this happens, a needle shifts for us as well. And you know, it sets a level that we can work off essentially.
You know, we're lucky enough to be knowledgeable of the numbers and have the insights.
Yep.
You have each year, you got the majors, and if you have a team event, say the Ryder Cup,
Yeah.
like they're always going to get more international global views than kind of any idiot on YouTube like us. But from week to week, tour event to tour event, the amount of content released on YouTube by these influencers will have more impressions, more views than any of the major tours.
Yeah.
Now, that's a massive change. If you think about what's happened in the last 15 years, that's flipped everything on its head. So companies and broadcasters and everyone is just trying to get their head around what this actually means. And you're seeing the major companies start to really dissipate the lower ranking tour pros contracts, still supplying with equipment, but actually saying, you know what, we're not going to give you any money unless
or much less money.
Yeah, much less money, but quite a few of them are heavily weighting the kind of win bonuses.
Right, okay.
So we're not going to
So
give
if you do really well, we'll still give you lots of cash.
So if you win an event, we'll give you bonus money, but actually we're just going to give you the equipment and not pay you a sponsorship.
Right.
Now, 15 years ago, if a player managed to get on tour, they were pretty much guaranteed at least 50 grand in sponsorship by club equipment companies. At least. And that's on the European tour as it was then. Because I knew a few people who'd kind of made it. Now, you're going to be
lucky if you get anything.
You're going to be very lucky if you get anything.
Yeah.
And, we're seeing this not only with the lower ranking players, we're seeing this with really well-established good tour pros on every tour.
Well, off the back of the TaylorMade, it's Sergio, DJ, and Matt Wolf. They're not with him anymore. That's...
Really?
Yeah.
But, I mean...
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So we have this conversation...
Bye, DJ. Hello, Garrett and Micah.
Well, it's right. Like they will have more influence over people being interested in a product than tour pros will, because they get more, because more people watch them.
I don't know what sports you were big in on growing up and things like that, but as a cricketer, I would always want to get the bat of X batsman.
Yeah, I bought football boots based on what Beckham was wearing.
And it's the way that, there's more people, more eyes on Good Good's channels, on Rick's channels, on our channel, on Micah and Grant, that they're going to be influenced. There's the word, it's influence to change and pick a driver depending on who their favorite YouTuber is and who they want to represent.
And with this as well, it's the conversation that we've had for quite some time about who actually moves the needle for you.
Yeah.
Because listen, you've got players like we're talking about the fact that we get some good numbers and it's all great for us. You have players like a Rory, Rahm to some extent now, obviously Tiger, guys at the top of the game who, if they make a statement, if they do something special, that's going to get an absolute ton of views, of interaction.
Yeah, it's newsworthy when they do something.
Exactly. We're talking like that Victor Perez shot, for example, like the bunker. I imagine most people watching that would have seen it by now. Yeah, it would have been shared on social. You would have seen it. It would have made the headlines enough for you to know that it happened. So apart from that, week to week, who are people more bothered about what they play, getting involved with, taking a personal interest in? Is it going to be a lower ranking tour pro, or is it going to be an influencer that you like to follow?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people, even if they don't want to admit it, would probably say, I'm not influenced by anything that a tour pro does, and I'm not influenced by anything that anyone on YouTube does. But you have to know and learn about clubs, for example, in this example, somehow.
Yeah.
And
where do you get your
and
info from?
where are you more likely to see that?
Yeah.
Are you more likely to see that on one of the top creators on YouTube? A Micah playing in his tournament golf now. He's obviously filming all that kind of stuff. If you see that and you're like, oh, what's he playing? He's playing this. All right, what's that driver all about?
Yeah.
And that's how it works. That's what these companies are trying to do.
It'd be great to have a little side-to-side of TaylorMade released a video of Tiger reviewing the new Stealth 2. I don't know if you've seen it. It's
Oh my God, have you seen his off the toe?
15 seconds. And it's the most ambiguous, not really telling you anything, but, they've improved this and improved that. And then obviously you compare that to the reviews that you get on YouTube. You're going to get so much more information.
Yeah.
100%, yeah. That bit about the toe.
Yeah. He's like, I tried hitting some out of the toe and I tried hitting some out of the heel. And you're like, oh, wow. Obviously, they have ridiculous control, so they can do this kind of thing, right? And we've tested it. You've tested it quite extensively. And you had the same kind of outcome, was that when you don't hit it in the middle, it's kind of hard to control, which makes complete sense. But then he shows an example that they do the spray thing. And they show an example of his out of the toe, and we'll put it up here.
Center right.
Yeah, it literally is half a centimeter out, and he's like, oh yeah, I've towed that one.
Unbelievable.
The thing I'm more looking forward to out of these deals, and this is going to be interesting to see how TaylorMade play it and how much access they give. Because that's the first thing that my mind went to was, wow, if Grant and Micah get the opportunity to film with the guys that TaylorMade have got on their books, that's some serious content that they can get out.
Yeah.
If they're allowed that time, or how easy that time is going to be able to get, that's going to be interesting. And it's where TaylorMade set up themselves. So, you know, how easy are they going to make it?
Yeah.
We've already seen with Good Good with Callaway. They've done some stuff with Rahm already, done some stuff with Annika, got Xander. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see how it goes.
I think that Good Good's kind of recent content has been extremely Callaway heavy, which makes sense. Like, they've just signed like a huge deal. Do you think that they maybe don't lose like credibility, because obviously they don't do club reviews, but do you think that kind of that heavy advertising or product placement continues, or do you think that it kind of just eventually slows down and every once in a while they do a video series where they go and play with tour pros? What do you think it looks like for them?
I mean, yeah, we have this initial burst of activity.
Because I was like, good Lord, it's the same video
Callaway smacking
15
in the
different
face.
times.
Yeah.
We're going to play the same hole with, which was great. Like, it was good, but it was just...
It's the same with any kind of deal with any kind of partner. If you start off really strong in this way, where there's this huge announcement, which is then followed by video straight away, it's kind of a bit of a punch in the face.
Yeah.
Not a negative one. It's just like, hello.
Well, everyone's talking about it.
Yeah, we know what is happening, don't we? Crikey.
Yeah.
And yeah, then eventually will be, there'll be videos featuring Callaway, but for Good, I would have thought it's very much an access thing.
Right.
Callaway can give them access to an 18-hole vlog with John Rahm. Boom. That is so good for both parties. There.
Yeah.
It's the same. Like,
Sounds so good.
Micah, we've got you an opportunity, 18 holes with Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Grant, you're off with Colin Morikawa. It's just stuff like that is brilliant, but it's stuff like that people actually want to watch.
Yeah.
There's so many people, and get that into those comments, let us know on social. What would you rather watch? Would you rather watch a Friday tournament round of those players, so Colin Morikawa, Scotty Scheffler, John Rahm? Would you sit down and watch 18 holes of them? Or would you sit down and watch an hour video of 18 holes with one of these influencers? Like, what would you actually rather consume?
Yeah.
As a viewer, because I think it'd be good for everyone to know, really good for us to know, good for know where you guys sit, because like I said, the whole landscape has just shifted so quickly.
Yeah, it's been quick.
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be a demand for live sport, because it's like that Victor Perez shot. You can't make that anywhere else. The whole point of live sport is that you get those moments.
Yeah,
but apart from those final round moments in the crunch. Like, what are you actually drawn to? Like, what do you want to watch as far as golf content goes?
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, to put it into my understanding of how I intake watching live golf is really, if it's a player that I like is for a chance of winning, that's my biggest draw.
Yeah.
And I suppose if you translate that to an influencer, if there's an influencer you like to watch, then you just get to watch and play golf all the time.
Yeah.
So there's no real kind of like... for me already, there's parameters and things have got to be met before I'll turn on the golf, because Tommy Fleet was not at the top of the leaderboard. So
Fleets.
That's an interesting one, because you have those needle movers. So Tiger Woods is he transcends the game.
biggest,
Like,
the biggest.
take him out of it. Like,
He's Michael Jordan. He's
he's Simone Biles. He's Serena Williams. He's someone who exactly who they are.
Yeah.
You know what sport they do.
Even if you're not into golf.
100%. You know who they are.
Exactly. Who are those like micro kind of movers for you?
Just
because you just said Tommy Fleetwood.
But that's I wouldn't say he is one, but that's just a personal preference.
No, I think so. If you think he is for you,
right?
Guaranteed, there's going to be thousands of people out there who feel the same way.
Yeah.
For me, if someone like Francesco Molinari,
Alex Noren,
or Noren, like someone up there, there's going to be so many people who don't really care, but I love to watch them play.
Yeah, same with Rory for me.
Rory's a big needle.
He's a general.
You can't have Rory. Rory's out. Rory's on the jet with
Who's
Tiger.
your
now Rahm?
Yeah, but
you can't be like the best player in the world.
Who's like a not niche, but who's sort of one of those players that maybe is not in the top 20.
It used to be Peter Hansen for me. Back in the day when I was watching them. Honestly, I used to watch Peter Hansen all the time.
One of my favourite moments that I've had with
Such a niche reference.
So niche.
I can't remember where we were or what we were doing, but we were at a golf tournament filming somewhere.
in Munich.
And
Munich.
we were in Munich, and he starts budging my arm. I was like, what? And like thinking, I think Billy was playing at the time, so maybe Billy was coming over or something like that. And he's
Billy
like,
Horshaw.
Yeah, Billy
Can we have
Horshaw.
last names, please?
Yeah, but he is our mate.
Billy is actually our mate.
He's like poking me. I was like, I was like, it's Pete Hansen's caddy.
I used to follow the man. I tell you,
I
honestly.
think, you know what? I'm not even sure it was that. I think it was nudge, nudge, nudge. That's Peter Hansen's caddy. I think. I wasn't even sure.
Close enough.
Yeah, it was the years of like when I was writing to TaylorMade, it was like the R11 era when it was the white driver.
Right.
And I don't know, he was just always shown on TV. He was a good player back in
So
the
have
day.
you not
Very
got
good
any now? No one.
Oh, no.
You used to be a Brooks fan,
Yeah, Brooks.
but again,
yeah,
he was when he was at his pump, he was doing a similar kind of numbers and things that
Brooks
Rahm
Brooks for me was a big one.
What about you, Mick?
Yeah.
I'm Tommy Fleetwood.
You like Tommy
The
as
reason
well.
I like the TP5 picks ball is because Fleetwood plays it.
Right.
And like,
Hashtag influencer.
there is literally, Minwoo Lee, I like Minwoo Lee. I don't know, yeah, like those kind of players who are like...
Isn't it quite fun though to have that?
Does Shane Lowry count?
Sort of have like a guy that
If it counts for you, yeah, it does.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Lowry's like, I've kind of not found out about him, but like, you know, really got into him in the Masters last year
Yeah.
when he was like, his short game was just nuts. And he's just like, he seems like he's having a great time
Yeah,
at
yeah.
all times. Like everyone's his mate. Seems like a very
It's
cool
like
guy.
you have your Premier League player, and then you have kind
yes.
of like your
Your
League
One guy
your
that-
League
yeah.
Two, or if it's like
Yeah.
that's kind of what you
my
mean.
my favourite
Scott Parker.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Scott
I've
Parker.
got a signed Scott Parker picture on my fridge.
I've seen that.
Like the whole front of the fridge, Scott Parker.
I have.
Right.
But listen, I'm an Arsenal fan, right? And Scott Parker has played for Tottenham.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Right,
West
but
Ham.
there was one and West Ham, and there was an
And
England
Chelsea.
game.
Did Chelsea?
And
Yeah.
Fulham.
And Chelsea.
I'm
He
Chelsea.
basically went to every London club apart from
He's a
Arsenal.
Londoner.
Yeah, but there was an England game once, and he didn't have that many caps for England, but when he did play for England, he put himself on the line.
Yeah.
And there was one game where we needed to like, we were maybe winning 1-0 or something, and we really needed to survive the last like 10 minutes. And they had a shot from outside the box, and he blocked it with his chest. And then he blocked the rebound with his leg, and then he blocked the second rebound with his face. And I was like, that's my kind of player.
That's
That's my kind of player. Now, I don't care who you play for. That's my kind of guy. I got a signed picture on my fridge.
Very good.
Let's see.
And
Well,
if
there
he
you go.
played TP5 picks balls, I would.
So Tommy Fleetwood is Jacob's Scott Parker.
Yeah.
Brooks Koepka was your Scott Parker.
Yeah.
Then he
Pete
signed.
Hansen.
You've not Pete Hansen.
No,
is
no,
your
no,
best.
Peter Hansen
mine.
what-
No, yeah.
He doesn't play
I'd
anymore.
say Brooks is a Premier League player. Brooks is a
You
Premier
need-
League.
We need to find you a League One player.
I would say Brooks
Chase
is.
Koepka.
Brooks was no doubt a Premier League player.
He was, but he was Mario Balotelli. he was
Marmite.
he was fantastic for a short period of time, and then kind of went away. I'm only saying that because it's winding up. The interesting one to me are the guys who are like who do move the needle, but actually don't play great a lot of the time. Who don't win a lot of time. Like Ricky Fowler's a great example.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Who's
But
a-
he was also a little bit of a Balotelli. Was incredible for a
Oh, no,
very short
like-
period of time, and then
listen,
has kind of
when-
struggled recently.
we should probably point out when we're talking about. Everybody watching this should know if you play on tour, you are
You're
an
a very
exceptional
good golfer.
golfer.
Yeah.
But like someone like a Ricky Fowler, like saw when he filmed with Rick not so long ago, like I think that video's on like 1.5, 1.6 million views
It
already.
did very good numbers.
Yeah, it's
Good video, really good video.
Yeah, no, incredible, like straight away. So it's like he obviously
People still care about him.
people still care, yeah.
Yeah.
And like for a long time, he attracted a very young generation of golfers.
Yeah.
And there's loads of people like that. Like if we film with, I don't know, Beef, for example, you know,
That's another good one.
he is a recognizable figure, had his injury issues, has not played like competitive golf for quite some time now, but
Yeah.
he would probably get more eyeballs on a video if we film with him than some top 50 players right now.
Yeah.
I suppose it's just like it's fun to root for supposedly who might be an underdog who's just under all those kind of people. My favourite one, and I'll speak for David here, is he has a weird admiration for Luke List.
Loves him.
Lucas, yeah.
For some reason, and that's almost what makes it slightly better. Is there isn't really any reason for him to like him, and I'm sure he's a lovely bloke.
Yeah, he's
a strange one.
But it is like there's no connection.
Like why?
Yeah, like there's literally no connection.
I think. What about Bryson? Is you reckon he's in the Premier League, or is he like one of those players that?
Oh no, he's definitely Prem. He's just he's unlikable Prem for a lot of the time. No, he's
definitely Marmite.
He is a really good player who I want to like, and then every now and again he just does something which seems really dumb, or like not dumb, but like just puts him in a light where you don't want to like him.
Yeah.
Okay. Example.
Well, I know we have a bit of inside information, don't we? So he can play like amazing golf, say all the right things. He can go on like this big distance kind of push
Tirade.
Yeah. And then he's
friends with Martin Borgmeyer and
Berkshire. He can go on there.
He can hit the ball.
He can shift it.
Yeah.
And then he can get attacked by a spectator rope and go down like he's been.
I think that's great.
Hit by a bazooka.
I think that's great. And
no, it's fine if he laughs it off. But he went down. And he was like, he was holding his eyes. He snatched the towel out of his caddy's hands. And it's like, mate, it's all right. Just like, and then he did that really awkward kind of social.
Oh
pose.
I was going to say
when he was dressed up.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't understand what's happening.
I know exactly what's happened. Lots of people who are close to him have said, mate, like, why did you react like that? That was a bit silly. And he's gone, yeah, you're probably right. Oh, I can try and make light of it by doing a post that kind of. But then you go back and watch the video and he does react a little bit weird.
It's a bit strange. But I mean, a good one for me is, let's say, Tyrrell Hatton.
Oh, love Tyrrell Hatton.
Right,
I forgot to say it. Sorry, Tyrrell. Love you.
So like Tyrrell has obviously not played. He's not played great this last year. He's had a couple of sparks. Like previous to that, he was getting into the top 10 of the world.
Yeah,
obviously an exceptional golfer. And you will watch him for the quality of the play. But you will watch him because at least a couple of times around he's going to do something which will make you laugh.
He's so likable. He's so He's us, but with like an extremely high level of skill.
You're saying that we're likable.
Well, no, but like he's every man, isn't he?
Oh,
we get angry.
Us is the royal.
Yeah,
us,
the
the
proverbial
every man.
us.
He's just memeable, isn't he? Like, he wears his emotions on his sleeve, and that's kind of what you want to see a lot of the time. I mean, you would say that he steps over the line every now and again. Like he goes to a point where you're like, it's definitely not helping his game.
Yeah.
But most of the time, he just lets it out, and then he carries on, and then there's always something funny to come out of it. There is a reason why there are so many compilation reels of him playing, and there's not that many compilation reels of Cameron Young, for example.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know,
break a smile out of that man.
Cameron Young, face of stone when he's playing golf. Again, he's the kind of thing like he's probably a lovely, really likable guy.
So when David loves Cameron Young.
Yeah, exactly. But when he's playing, he's zoned in.
Yeah.
He's zoned in. Like you wouldn't know what's going on. You wouldn't know if he's 30 under after 2 rounds or 40 over. Just nothing out of him. Cantley, he's Cantleyed up. He's Patrick Cantleyed up.
He's 3 Cantleys deep.
He's 3.5 Cantleys. He's 3.5 Cantleys from a Tyrrell Hatton, I would say.
We've got wildly off topic, but we were talking about relatability to. Well, actually, we're still on relatability, aren't we, Tyrrell Hatton? To the kind of influencer surge of companies taking on influencers as their kind of main point of contact with the public. Do you see? We talked about this a tiny bit. Would you ever sign like a? I mean, you're the main man around here. Would you ever sign a deal like that? And how would it affect? How would it affect what you do every day?
Has this made you think about it more in that you could do it? Because I know before it was kind of like a no.
Listen, I know very well that I could sign on with a club company literally tomorrow if I sent a few emails out.
Yeah,
which would be really cool.
Yeah,
but for me at the moment, it's just not feasible because we do club reviews.
Yeah.
I can't sign a contract with a club company and then do club reviews. Well, no, I tell a lie. I could do, but it wouldn't. There wouldn't be any point because there would be that expectation,
that biased.
Yeah. Because I know there's a few guys who do club reviews whilst having kind of club contracts, and there's nothing to say that there is an inherent bias there, but I would know personally if I'm hitting shots, I'm hitting a product, and I'm not liking it, or there's something not quite right. I probably wouldn't do a video on that saying that I didn't like it. I just wouldn't film a video with it. Now that's not giving a good review, it's not giving a bad review, but it's conspicuous by its silence.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. But the thing is, like with golf as well, golf is very interconnected. You know, I have a FootJoy apparel sponsorship, which is part of Acushnet, which is the overarching brand which owns companies like Titleist.
Yeah.
But I made it very, very clear that if I'm to sign with FootJoy, that budget for the partnership has to be ring fenced.
Yeah.
So it has no. I can say whatever I want, and I'm not connected
No
to
strings.
to
To
no
Titleist.
strings.
Yeah,
Not connected to Titleist.
What the videos that we make won't affect the terms of the contract, because we're here to provide impartial advice and impartial reviews, and you're here to test the products with your skill set and your kind of experience of an understanding of the golf swing and the game, and you don't want that to be affected by...
Keeps up the credibility of it as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, precisely. For me, it's if we were to sign something, let's say FootJoy, and then someone from Titleist said, "Oh, because there is that connection, we're not massively comfortable with the review that you did."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be the point where
Can you take it down?
Yeah, well, that would be the point where I'd have to end that partnership with the apparel brand.
Yeah, because it's like, this is my honest review.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna hold back on what I'm.
You can't kind of bastardize.
Yeah.
that. You've got to be honest. You've got to say what you think.
Yeah.
100%.
And it goes both ways as well, as it? Because if you put a good review out, then people think, oh, well, he's only saying it's good because he's paid to say it's good. And then if you put a bad one out, then that seems weird, especially for who's paying you the money, for you to go, oh, I don't like this TaylorMade driver.
Yeah.
I found myself immediately doing it straight away. And I know that Good Good aren't now known for club reviews, but they did a video on there, I think it might have been the Good Good More or Labs or something like that. And it was basically, I think it was Bubby, Matt and Steve, I think, and they were doing a video about the Paradigm driver. And essentially it was just like testing out the new Paradigm. And the whole time, and I don't know if this is obviously because I have sort of more of an inside scoop of it, but the whole time I'm thinking is, well, you're getting paid by these guys, so why am I going to take what you say as truth? It could just got to take everything with a pinch of salt, I feel.
Yeah.
It's like it's tricky because you know what they're doing. What they're doing is kind of either fulfilling a contract of, we need you to make a video about this driver, or they're just really excited about their, which you would be, like about their new deal. But you are like, I watched the same video and you're thinking, like, this is really great, and I'm glad you're excited, and it's cool to watch people who do that for their job, hit golf shots and be excited or whatever. But you are thinking,
It's just a little thing in the back of your head, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like not quite.
I mean, before we started doing the club reviews, before any of you guys were involved, I had a deal with TaylorMade.
TaylorMade, yeah.
I had that year-long deal with TaylorMade.
yeah,
And it was good, and we got some good videos out of it. And I think it's just a case that you've kind of got to be honest. So I remember doing a club fitting video with TaylorMade, where I was like, listen, I've signed this deal with TaylorMade. This is my fitting, and I'm going to get decked out with the clubs for this year. So it's just taking everyone through that process, but no one was under any doubt that I'd signed a deal.
Yeah.
That's why I was doing the fitting.
Yeah.
And this was the other side of it.
Yeah.
And at the end of that contract, I did want to do more club reviews. I wanted to get more involved with that because I was enjoying it. And there was an offer on the table from TaylorMade. It was great, but I had to effectively say no to that because I knew that if I was going to continue, if I was going to start reviewing clubs, that I couldn't have that even in my head. I couldn't have that kind of bias.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it does make a difference. It does make a difference.
Just
So-
come up with like, sorry, you go.
No, it's fine, mate. To put it back round to sort of mixed question, I suppose that's sort of a, for now, no. Because as long as you're reviewing clubs, then
Listen, if I wasn't doing club reviews,
you'd be...
why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I, let's say, Grant and Micah for TaylorMade? Like, if they get access to film with these players,
Yeah. So that's
It's the
how
access.
how good would that content be?
that's my next question. Is like, those guys are now going to hopefully get like you said, they're going to go out and do a Scheffler course vlog, and which if that stuff happens, very excited for it. I love watching that kind of thing. Does anything in their content change based on what they've what they've just signed.
No.
I was about to say no.
They will get added extras, and they might have to appear in a few things, which is like, TaylorMade are great, but as far as their content goes, no, it doesn't change at all.
Might have to say a few things about the products and stuff like that as well, wouldn't it?
I mean, if anything, if it's access, it's going to get better.
Yeah.
Yeah, then that was kind of my questions that I was just daydreaming there, thinking about of a question.
Welcome back.
Listen, we're still asleep. If we're in the UAE right now, we're just having breakfast.
I go off every now and again, you know what I mean?
We do know.
No, it's not. So, say I'm gonna put like a what's it called? What's the word where you put out like a hypothetical?
Thank you.
That's the word. Fantastic.
Yep.
You swallowed
just about to say that. You swallowed a dictionary.
So you've got a contract here from TaylorMade. Okay. This is the contract here.
I'm looking. Okay.
Say, hey Pete, we've got you here.
That's a big contract.
That's a big contract. We've got there.
It's very informal.
And we're going to let you, and we're going to allow you, you have time to play an 18-hole match with Tiger, the different videos, Tiger, Rory, Scheffler, all the big names. Or, so you have that, but you can't do club reviews for a year. What would you say?
18-hole vlog with Tiger.
So you have, they
can have my soul for an 18-hole vlog with Tiger.
Yeah, which of my arms would you like me to remove?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I just thought that was
sign all my organs over at death. Have them.
Would you do it? Would you do it? Do you reckon? It's a difficult one because I know that you love club reviews as well and stuff like that. But would your like golfer fanboy come out there? Because obviously these are the things that Micah and Grant, are going to have probably access to. Just looking at the like promo video, they had a bag of Tiger, Rory, and then Grant. Like, what?
Very sick.
Listen,
I thought that was a very, very powerful thing. That.
Yeah, if they get access, if they get access to Tiger, that would be an unreal.
That's what I mean. This is what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Would he open himself up a little bit more, kind of as his playing career draws to an end? Possibly.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to avoid your question. Man,
it's just like it doesn't mean anything, but think about
what you're giving up. You're giving up the new TaylorMade, the new Callaway driver for next year. You're giving away. You can't review Japanese irons.
I was literally saying I'm going to give up on some Itabori irons.
Yeah. You can't do another Japanese irons video. You can't go and get a putter fitting with Adele or any of these companies because you've signed the deal. You get an 18-hole course vlog. Maybe even if you take out Tiger, I think it makes him much more aggressive. But
no, Tiger's in there.
Tiger's in there.
If Tiger's in there, like I said, needle movers like that changes.
That's a tough one.
Because let's put it this way: if you look at it from not just about what I enjoy doing, or like the information I enjoy providing, if we look at it from a purely YouTube,
that's what I was.
YouTube viewership stats.
What are people going to click on?
18-hole vlog with Tiger Woods or Augusta.
Oh, is that in Augusta?
Like,
I should have added that.
Like that'd be like a 30 million viewed video. So that's literally going to be like 2 years worth of club reviews.
Yeah.
As far as like viewership goes. So you've got to look
at it. That's the only video you have to put out for the year.
And we're done.
Good luck. It wouldn't be.
Enjoy, boys. You're off for 6 months.
It definitely won't be 18 holes either.
Yeah.
It'd be holes 1 to 3 with Tiger. Holes 4 to 6.
No, but
Hole 1.
Yeah. Preview of the round. Review of the round. Review of the round.
Your voiceover edition.
So I mean, that's like. But one thing I actually quite like there, and what just a little happened in my own brain there, is when you put the hypothetical contract in front of me, there was a question in my mind there, which means that I obviously still like and want to do club reviews.
Yeah, exactly. This is what I mean.
Yeah,
so
it wasn't an absolute yes.
Yeah, the thing of that was I know how much how important our club reviews are, and then how much you enjoy actually doing them, which is the main thing as well, and that's the most creditable thing is that you actually enjoy reviewing clubs. Would you give that up for these opportunities that could come up, with the likes of Rory and Tiger,
From a club company standpoint as well, it's great that they are signing up. They're signing up these influencers and they're getting the numbers, because that's what for these companies it's very much a numbers game. They can turn around. Callaway can turn around and say, "We've signed Good Good. We've signed all these different people, and they give us X number of views, X number of followers that we can access." That's what they want.
Yeah.
But also from a review standpoint, equipment manufacturers need people to be able to review their clubs in an independent manner.
Yeah.
Or like the credibility that they have will kind of go. Like the Paradigm drivers this year. If I was sponsored by Callaway and I stood there saying, these drivers are really good, you would rightly say, not sure if I believe you.
Yeah.
But they are really good. And I can say that with confidence now.
Yeah.
I can be like, guys, like if you get the chance, check out the Paradigm drivers.
No one's paying you to say that, so you can say what you want.
You can say that for free. Like, it doesn't matter what you say.
I will say, as a slight footnote, we obviously are sponsored by some companies, as you mentioned, FootJoy, Whoop as well. We have been given some great access.
Yeah, like Billy
with Billy,
and Rafa and stuff
potentially
like that,
this is maybe a topic for another, but we are potentially flying away again on Sunday with Whoop sort of leading that. And we've got a chance to film with some pretty cool people, hopefully, as well. So that's something to look forward
it's not
to.
like we don't have great opportunities already, like we do, but because there's not a like through the bag club contract in place, we still have the ability to say, this new XYZ driver is good, but it's no better than this other one, which is 300 quid cheaper from this other company. Like,
a lot of it depends on kind of what the tactics that you use as far as what partnerships you have. Like almost every single partnership that we have, in the background of that is the kind of guarantee that we will have certain access to certain players or certain events. Yeah. That's key.
Yeah.
Because, you guys watching this, you don't want to be watching a video which is just like advertising something. You want to watch something which is going to give you good content, something that you enjoy watching.
Yeah.
Helping golfers. That's what.
Yeah, and it can be such a wide variety and random kind of selection or theme of videos. But as long as it provides value to the person watching, that's fine.
Yeah.
You see it all the time. Like, I'm sure you guys watch videos, and we might actually experiment with this year. You guys watch videos where they'll have a content idea halfway through the video. Our good old friends at NordVPN, other VPN,
that's a classic.
Other VPN providers are available. Will come in and they'll do a 30-second ad saying, this video is sponsored by whoever, and then they'll be back to the video.
Yeah, I have one of my favorite people I watch on YouTube is a guy called James Hoffman, who does like very nerdy, like to the level of your understanding of ball speed and face to path and all this kind of stuff. He does the same thing but for coffee. And right. So his is like grind profiles and weight. Oh, it's so good. It's unbelievable. Right. And he's like very knowledgeable, very like impartial. He's very clear when he has been, asked to review something by a company or when he's paid for it himself, which makes you feel like you're kind of watching someone who is being impartial, which of course it is. But he also has the like, and that just gives me a moment to talk about this video sponsor, Squarespace. And you're like, okay, cool. Then you just like, you sit through the ad because you're excited about this person being.
Yes, it's like who I watch, like Peter McKinnon. Like every video it's every single video, which we could do, but you obviously don't want to. No, you don't want to saturate it, do you? That's the main thing
exactly.
that you don't want to do.
And it depends. Like Mr. Beast is obviously a classic example of taking the money that the sponsors give him, and then just sticking that into the video idea.
Yeah.
100%.
Which for me makes that kind of ad even better because you can say this video will not have been possible without the money that Squarespace have.
And that's the conversations we've had, and that we would only do it for the sake of the money that we get for it. It goes into the video. It's not like a money maker. Like this is to create better content.
Yeah. So if you do ever see a video with a mid-roll Squarespace NordVPN
We've done this for you guys.
This is for you, and this is for you only. We have spent the 25 grand that they've given. I wish 25 grand they've given us for this video to. Fly us all to Augusta for the year.
A golf shot on the moon.
Yeah.
I think.
Thank you, Richard Branson.
Trying to go back.
Thank you, Virgin Atlantic.
Just trying to.
Virgin Galactic.
Sorry, Brian. Sorry, take it back. Take that back.
Just going back on something to the that whole Micah thing. I think we were saying it while we were waiting for our bags to be collected for the hour that we were waiting for our bags to be collected in Manchester.
Audio, one of our sponsors, great bags.
Yeah, they are great. Well, very fluorescent as well. Very good.
Very easy to see.
We weren't missing them.
Yeah, very easy.
Very easy to see on the carousel.
Do you think that that TaylorMade have been influenced by the fact that Good Good have obviously got Callaway, and that's obviously a massive thing for them? Did TaylorMade think, oh God, we need to sign someone here? Do you know what I mean? Do you think?
Or has
potential?
it been in the works for ages?
Was this why
and
they
that's
lent?
part
And
of the
this is
reason
the whole
that
thing,
it's-
because it's been very
Clashy.
weird. Yeah, that's what I mean. And I was thinking about that. So what do you think?
I think it's the first.
You think it's the first?
They've jumped on.
Really?
I think it is. As
Yeah,
well.
I think they left. I think Micah and Grant left Good for other reasons than signing this imminent deal with
Yeah,
Callaway.
I agree.
Wow.
But this happens every now and again. Like, golf is a relatively kind of small industry.
Yeah.
And if you like talking about TaylorMade, when they signed Tiger, they also had a massive cull of their other playing staff. So they signed Tiger, they signed Rory, they signed their headline players, and started to get rid of a lot of other golfers. Now, pretty much every manufacturer does the same thing.
Yeah.
They want their top line players,
Yeah, we want 2 or 3 killers.
and then we'll provide equipment to everybody else.
Yeah.
So now what TaylorMade have probably seen there is like, well, if Callaway have signed these guys, how about we as TaylorMade sign 2 of the most popular members?
Yeah, how do we
Of
get
that group.
the 2 who arguably are the best at golf in
Yeah,
that group?
yeah, definitely.
So, like from my point of view, I think it's great. Like, I think it's a really clever,
Yeah, very
good
Gone in
signing,
there.
but
Yeah.
not just for TaylorMade, but for those lads as well.
good sign.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good signing.
Yeah.
Oh, it swooped in at the January transfer window. And,
This is literally
snapped
January
them up.
transfer window.
No, it literally is.
Yeah.
January transfer
Good
window.
old Trossard. Go on, Trossard.
So we're not going to have a deadline day signing for Peter Finch.
Imagine that.
My agents have not informed me of any impending offers.
We'll stay on the phone though.
They've actually seen some footage of you playing for Preston, some Preston
Oh my
boys
God,
from like 30 years ago.
So
I've got a good headline here. Sorry to interrupt.
No,
I've got
no.
a good headline. January 31st. Peter Finch signs for a Nisus.
You're not going to do a Peter Oden wingy and sit in your car outside the QPR training ground, or
That was so
just
funny.
outside the
Mizuno,
Decathlon.
yeah.
Saturday, I'm ready, guys. Just here I am.
Where's the contract? I'm up in my
Sign the
window.
contract.
Is that driver eventually going to get released?
Yes.
I tell you what, just imagine though,
Very
like
soon.
if you see on January 31st I've signed with TaylorMade, you know that an 18-hole course log with Tiger Woods
Was it?
in
Is it
the
the
works.
works? Yeah.
At Augusta.
6 months off, boys.
Oh wait, I have an additional question for you on Grant. Grant Horvat, who is known to have a very crispy, very smooth swing. You posted a very nice video on Instagram, Peter Finch, with
This is very formal.
Sir Peter Finch of the Sir Peter of Finch.
He actually is a sir. A sir?
No,
No, a lord.
Lord Peter Finch. Okay, yeah. Didn't you buy that for Christmas?
I did,
one?
yeah.
You posted a very nice video of your swing, and you're working on a couple of things in your grip, which is very cool to see you kind of still trying to kind of push yourself and get better and better and better. All the comments are like, "Dude, your swing is so sick." Who has a nicer swing, you or Grant?
I would say
Because, in my opinion, you are known for having a very smooth, very aesthetically pleasing swing, and Grant is also. So I want to know what your opinion on
sounds
it
like
is.
it was butter and milk.
Yeah,
there.
it was a little
Before I
bit.
slipped the answer in, it was
I
like,
thought
just
it
to
was-
let you know, I personally think.
Is that not the truth, though? Every video you watch, like if you go through the comments of Pete's swing,
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah,
the
definitely.
swing.
It's
I
like
want you-
tempo,
I want your
everything about tempo.
swing.
When I
Yeah.
was before I joined the team and I was watching, I thought the same thing. It looks effortless,
Yeah,
right?
when we uploaded that full yardage one, every comment on Instagram was just tempo king, tempo king.
Oh yeah, I was holding my finish.
You were holding your finish. You were swinging slow as well.
I was
dipping,
holding my finish for
you were
life.
dipping into that
of
as well,
video.
getting right through it.
Right through it. Whose swing is nicer, yours or Grant's?
Yeah.
I would say Grant's. But listen, the only way to know is to have a match.
Yeah. Grant,
Here we
get in
go.
touch with us. You just need to email and organise it, and we'll go wherever you want in the world so that you and Pete can play a who's got the butteriest swing competition.
If we've just beeped what you just said,
it was
that means
someone's,
that-
it was someone's
say,
email
yeah.
address.
that
Yeah,
means
why-
that we don't want David getting bombarded
Let's
with.
just give out personal email addresses. Why not?
Yes. I would say it would be very close.
It'd be a very cinematic and
There would be
aesthetically pleasing.
There would be a lot of very shiny B-roll
Yeah.
on that video.
Nice.
That's all it would be.
A lot of slow-mos of that.
Should just be like an 18-hole slow-mo course block.
I'll tell you what you'd need. You'd need to like
bit of drone footage every now and again, sweeping in there. I like it.
18-hole course block.
That vlog was very good at the end there. That was good.
I wish I could speak whale.
what I'd want is from behind, locked off camera, get you two to both tee the ball up from the same spot, take it in turns, and then you do your swing, and then you overlook, but then you like cut between. So as it's going back, it has the two of them, and that'll look awesome.
Right.
So Grant, let's get it in the diary.
Right,
Let's get it in the diary.
guys, this is getting way too self-congratulatory, and I'm kind of.
He doesn't like people talking about it.
I'm a little bit uncomfortable.
doesn't
Hang on,
like people talking about
let me
it.
just get the Peter Finch has a top 3 golf swing in the world. There's the clip.
God, he doesn't like people talking
No,
about him.
I don't, especially when we're in the same room.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's so awkward.
Well, we imagine you're not here all the time.
Yeah, might as well not be.
This thing behind us, this
Mentally
logo,
sometimes.
took him ages for him to actually come to terms that could go on
Your
the wall.
name's on the wall.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
That took him so long to
I
actually.
didn't like it.
Yeah.
We
Which is
would-
just a
Took us ages to put it up and all.
It did.
It did take us bloody ages. Yeah.
But what a job we did, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For anyone who is listening, we are talking about the massive Peter Finch golf logo that is on the wall in the studio.
Yeah,
so
massive.
He walks in and goes, "That's right," every morning. That's right.
He either does that
It
or
is.
he goes, oh.
I can't look at it. Just can't look at it.
Okay,
that's your name up there.
He just goes left and look at the swing quest.
Yeah. He's always on a swing quest. Right. Kieran, finish us off with a game.
Yes.
Let's do it.
God, find out. I can take the mic off the table. and here we
I
are.
think we should do this as a separate clip as well.
Yeah?
I think we should do the game as a separate clip. So
Okay.
strap yourself in.
All right. Okay. Well, I've got a big one this week. I've come up with it only about an hour ago.
And yet again,
He
because
hasn't explained
Kieran
the game.
refuses to explain the game, Kieran is going to give us a series of clues which get progressively easier, naming a top golfer in the world.
Yes.
The first person to guess is the winner. We all have 1 life each.
Correct. And here are the current standings.
Here are the current scores.
That's more job for you there, Nick.
That's fine as long as it's cut correctly. It's very easy.
It's probably I'm editing
Also,
this.
also remember this is a
literally won't be-
podcast, so it's 1-1.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
1-1.
Yes.
As
right.
in Jacob 1, Pete 1, Mick nothing.
Mick 0.
Sorry to.
You've not got used to this, Kieran, have you?
Sorry,
No.
you
look.
guys know what I'm like. I'm just.
Oh, Kieran left his water bottle on the plane. As well.
Oh, that was literally. Don't please. No.
He was so sad in the Uber on the
Please,
way
okay.
home. He was like,
Don't want to talk about
bottles been
I literally
everywhere
said to him, I
with
said, I
me.
hope you understand it. That's like
Yes.
really big for me.
Anyone from Emirates who is watching the flight back from Dubai yesterday into Manchester, departing at 2:30 from Dubai, there is
I think you're in seat 31.
there
Aircraft
is an absolutely battered BMW bottle hanging around that plane. If it could be forwarded to this address, that would be absolutely wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Please.
So I would really, really appreciate that.
Okay, let's do this quiz.
Right, here we go.
Let's try and guess the golfer from these clues.
Right, I need to get into the mind of this guy now.
Wait,
Right.
hold. What? Just one additional thing to add. At some point, we need to revise this game so that you get more points if you guess it earlier.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
That can be like a season 2 thing.
We're not changing it now.
This is 2022 season.
I could go back and edit the scores to based on which clue you guessed it on. You get more. Someone put that in the comments.
Oh
I
my
think,
God.
I think
Kieran,
it makes sense.
start the quiz.
Let's
Okay,
just
start the
quiz.
game.
Right, okay, here we go. Right, first one, everybody. Play along as well and comment when you've got it. I was born on the 27th of January, 1992, which makes me 30 years old.
A young gun.
We've got a young boy,
Tin beans older than that.
probably in his prime as we speak. Anyone want to guess?
No.
It's a male golfer. Then you always give this away.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Never mind. Right, next one. I attended the College of Illinois.
College of Illinois.
Yeah, I do apologise also if you watched last week's episode or listened to last week's episode. I said, what is it? Milwaukee wrong.
It's Milwaukee.
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 Sorry, I apologise for that.
Lots of people commented.
Lots
Not
of people
sure where
commented.
Milwaukee
So
is, actually.
I do apologise for that.
Jacob's in a trance.
College of Illinois.
You went to Illinois University.
He went the college of
He went to
like
the College of Illinois or a college in Illinois.
it's called the College of Illinois, kind of like
Uni.
University of Manchester. Come
Right,
on, get
okay.
with the
Exactly the
In
same.
Illinois.
Get with the
It's
program.
definitely not the same.
Get with the program.
Okay.
I'm with you. I'm with
Okay, I got you.
You played college golf at the Illinois University. Or whatever.
Fantastic.
I won. Anyone want to guess?
No.
I won the Jack Nicklaus Invitational in 2011, which is an amateur event.
It was an amateur in 2010.
30 years old. Is that correct? 30 years old?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
It's his birthday as we're recording this in 3 days.
Oh, happy birthday, unnamed golfer.
Happy birthday, insert name.
Oh, it's my birthday in 3 days. So,
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, hi.
Sorry.
just want
Yeah.
to reiterate that.
Even though you're
Thank
sat right here, I don't recognise you.
You're shorter than I thought you'd be.
you. Do you know what? I am. That's a little.
Oh, no.
Clue
I think I've got a thought.
I think I might have a thought as well.
there. Right, well, go on then.
Well, if you've both got the same thought, whoever goes for it first is going to win.
Hang on, we've got one life, haven't we?
We got one
Yeah,
life.
you've got one life.
Oh, no.
We didn't reiterate that before.
Yeah,
Everyone
that's
has-
my buzzer.
their
That's my buzzer
That's his
sound.
buzzer name.
And we've got one life.
One life.
I'm going to go Matt Fitzpatrick.
That is incorrect.
Okay, that wasn't who I was thinking.
Does that
Yeah,
mean
yeah.
he's out?
No,
one
he's
life.
got one life.
Oh, so now he's on 0 life.
Now
Yeah,
he's,
yeah.
Okay,
you know,
right.
he can't be as trigger happy now.
Because I'm pretty sure he attended the University of Chicago for like 2 days or something and then left. Or was he Northwestern?
I think he might have been Northwest.
He left after a few days.
Yeah.
Damn, I
Well,
take it
you
back.
left a
You can't take it back. You lost life.
yeah,
mate.
you lost a life. Now, do you want to have a go? You got one life. You can
I do
steal the
have a
show
life,
here and
yeah.
end the podcast, which would be
Could,
sad.
couldn't I?
Go on then.
There he is. Is he? I don't know if he fits under 30 because he came on quite young. So, get in the hole.
That's his buzzer, by the way.
Ricky Fowler.
No, incorrect. Mick,
He
you
went
are the
to
only one.
Florida State.
You are the only one on one life. This could be your week, my man.
Go on, Mick.
He's got no idea.
He's got absolutely no idea.
Dude, I was so late to the game. For everyone watching, I've been following golf for probably 2 years.
Absolutely no excuse.
Right.
So these are all outside of my scope.
In my first.
What I need is for you to both blow your lives and then just
just
get
have-
down to the last one and Kieran go, his name starts with a
Right.
or
and
swing,
rhymes with.
or swing me 20 quid in the car before.
Oh,
Go on.
So you can do it.
Next
Yeah.
one.
Well, I'll make it 50 if you want.
steep that.
I'll make it 50. My first year on tour, my best like start, I was runner-up in the 2014 Open de España.
Okay.
My first year on tour, so you can probably imagine España, Spain. I'm probably going to be on the European tour.
Thank you for that.
Thank you for that translation. Oh, we were lost
Are you
without that.
fluent?
Just in case you didn't know.
Are you fluent?
Yeah, no,
Espanol.
Yeah, I am. Thank you very much.
Espanol.
Right, is runner-up in the 2014.
Open de España.
Okay. I mean, listen, I don't know. I don't know.
You're a European tour player.
Yeah,
in
so I'm
your
pretty
30s.
sure that Pete got last week's winner, Steve Stricker,
At this point.
at this point. So this understands how good that response was. But this is a hard one. This is
very
a
hard.
hard one. My highest. No one wants to guess.
No.
My highest ranking came in 2017, where I was 23 in the world.
So it's not.
It's not like
smashing
crushed
then,
it.
is
No.
No, but
I've got
I'd
again.
like to
have you
think-
gone so vague on this one?
No, but
I've
hold
gone
on.
for Peter Hansen.
Peter Hansen's caddy.
He's also definitely not 30.
Yeah, he's not.
It's the 30 thing. I keep getting names in my head, but I can't.
And then you're like, that person's
can't
not
be.
30 years old.
He can't be 30 years
Born
old.
in 92. That
How
means
old's,
they're
how old's
relative.
Rory? Is he
He's got to be
31,
30.
32?
No, he's older than that.
Older than that?
No,
Yeah.
Rory's the
Early
same age.
30s, yeah.
I think he's 34.
Rory's the same age as my sister, 33.
33. Okay.
Right.
So actually,
Why did your sister think, oh, there's potential opportunity that we're the same age? And
Well, no, well,
She's
we
very
had a
good
look-
at
we had a
golf
look
as
when his
well.
birthday was, and I always remember because it's
If I
the
bump
same
into
year,
him then.
the same year, and it's a
It's not
day
actually common.
day before me mother's birthday. So
Me mother.
You've gone very
there.
cockney there.
Shout out to Tess.
Yes, Tess.
Do
She
we?
loves this. She'll love that.
Anyone?
She will. I know.
She'll be watching this with a cup of tea. She'll be
Anyone?
loving this.
Anyone got a guess?
No.
Nick, no.
Short. I'm going on the short clue. Short
and 30.
30-year-old Spanish Open winner.
Wait,
Runner up.
Runner-up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Open
God, yeah.
de España.
I'm 23rd in the world, which means
next one, mate.
which means that their career peaked in 2017 when they were 23rd in the world.
correct.
Sugar. Okay.
Go again, mate. Go again.
Okay, no one wants to guess.
Everyone's got it. Everyone
Alright.
watching
I
has
don't
got
think
it.
anyone's got this right now.
Do you not think?
Someone
Comment if
will,
you've got
but
Unless
fair
they're
play.
Googling it. Yeah.
Comment if you've got it.
In 2015, I won the Real Czech Masters and the KLM Open in consecutive tournaments and have 6 DP World Tour wins.
Oh my God. it's right.
He's gone for it.
Don't say it.
Matt Wallace.
Is he out?
It's incorrect. It's incorrect.
You were.
Oh, that's
you
so sad.
Wowzers. Well, for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, we have a face-off. Boom.
Just
From
take
a-
your time.
From across the table.
Not too much time there.
No.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening.
Right, we'll move through this. Right. I have never won a major, but my highest finish was in 2017, year I peaked, T4 in the Masters.
2017. So that was my second year of uni. So that was Sergio. Sergio 2017.
Is it really hard?
I think we should go a bit quick fire.
What?
Go quicker.
I think we should go quicker.
Is it niche?
It's not niche, but it's pretty niche.
It's Sergio was 2017 Masters, I think. I think that's right. Is that right? Or was it Willett?
I think it was. I think
it was Sergio.
I think you're right.
Yeah. So Sergio won off. Pete is now examining the.
You're 3 away from getting it.
Oh, okay, right. So there's one. Coming
Okay,
up.
so let's go quicker. Come on.
Okay, all right.
I'm brewing though. I've got something going.
I have played in one Ryder Cup.
Right. Okay.
No
Finish
idea.
to Sergio.
It's that T4 in the Masters, which you could work that one out.
I thought
You could work that one out.
whenever it's
Well, that's
a
what
major,
I'm trying to.
that's when people will get it.
Again, I don't have a gambling addiction, but I had a bet on for that, and I won with Sergio. So I was watching that final round quite closely. So it's annoying me that.
When the fun stops, stop.
Well, it wasn't because I won. I won the year before on Willett as well.
Year after.
Keep going.
Yeah, sorry, after, yeah.
Keep going.
Okay, right. I am best known for my long distance off the tee.
It's literally every tour pro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but he
apart
is
from
no,
Luke
but he
Donald.
is long.
Mate, I'll tell you, mate, you made this way too hard this time.
He's long off the tee.
Sorry, guys.
Long off the tee,
T4.
30. Yeah, it's yeah. Keep going.
He's European.
Could he be? No, he's not.
Played in one
Played
Ryder
in
Cup.
the Ryder Cup.
In 2016, it was.
Not
Ooh.
long off the tee and played in the Ryder Cup. He played in the 2016 Ryder Cup,
Yep.
which was in the US.
Yep. I think we got
battered.
smashed. Come on. Let's quick it up.
I need that Ryder
Go
Cup
on, next one.
podcast to come back to my brain.
Sorry.
Keep going.
I am sorry.
You're setting
Let's
the
speed
pace.
all these questions, guys.
Right. I won the 2021 HSBC Abu Dhabi Championship. I was about to say Abu Dhabi YouTube Championship then, which is really...
The YouTube Championship.
That's the one you guys made.
Which is, yeah, so you should be getting...
Chip Mulligan's was
Someone
there.
should be getting this right now.
You should be getting that because you made that video, Jacob.
Oh my God, who won? Oh my God.
This is the one you should get it on.
You should be swooping in here, Mick.
Yep, dude. I actually watched that video recently and I
Yeah.
still don't remember.
Mick's gone full on TV quiz, has blanked out.
Yeah.
It's like, what's 2 plus 2? I don't know.
Oh, get in
7.
the hole. Thomas Peters.
Well done.
Wow.
Way too niche.
That's way too niche.
Way too niche.
No,
I thought-
I would say that's not way too niche, but the clues were too niche.
Sorry. I just went on his Wikipedia and his DP World Tour stats and had a look, and they were the best ones, and I.
It surprises me that his highest
The
is only
Masters
23
one.
in
The
the world.
Masters one I should have got.
Yeah, highest
That's
was
where I
23 in the
should've got
world,
it.
2017. And that's when I think, and comment down below when you got it, but I think everyone should have got it at 2017. Because I'd have got that.
Yeah, because you saw the
Because you saw the answer.
and you are him.
I would have been really good at this quiz that I made.
Well, I'm sorry if that was a bit of a
Well,
niche one, but
I'm
you've got to
gonna-
make them hard. You know what I
You
mean?
got the
I'm going to
points.
take the win.
Yeah, you should.
I'm not
You
with
earned
much
it.
pride, but
You
I'm
earned
going
it.
to take
You
it.
don't feel too pumped about it, to be honest.
No.
Oh dear. That's upset me a little bit.
No, it's more it's disappointment on myself.
Your lack of golf knowledge.
Well,
That's what
that
it's
is
down.
nice.
That's literally what it's down to. And
I
that is
feel
fact.
like I should probably like book a week's holiday. Pete, you'll have to organise that for me. Thanks, mate. And do some serious research. Like get deep into the kind of history of the things that I've missed
Belgian
out.
golf.
Yeah.
So we said this off the podcast.
Got a lot
that
to learn.
What I hope this will transcend into is it's like if you watch Dude Perfect stuff. One of the twins, I can't remember which it was.
It never wins.
He never ever won like one of their games, and then eventually, finally, he did it. So
Coming soon, a win.
Mick
on.
Coming
Warwick-
soon to a podcast near you, a win for your boy.
When you slip me that 20 quid, then what?
Bro, if I had 20 quid, I would not be wasting it on winning this quiz. I'm going to win it with. I'm not going to win it with cheating or with bribery. I'm going to win it with
knowledge.
pure knowledge.
Yeah, well, you've got to
good.
do a bit of research. 'cause
Yeah, I'm
you've
gonna-
got some big dogs. ahead
Well,
of you.
the thing is, right? I've got to wait for these two just to blow it,
Yeah, that
and
is
then
the
get to
thing.
the last
That's-
one,
That's why I thought that.
and
this
hope
week-
gun
and,
those lives away.
and hope that it's a player that.
That's why I thought this
that'll-
week could be a chance. But
Yeah,
there we
that's-
go.
Yeah, that was too much for me.
Well, that was it. That was fun.
That was something.
I love talking to you all the time, so it's just as nice to talk to you right now. So I'm glad
Are
you.
you talking about Thomas Peters or? Is it...
I'm talking to
Oh,
you.
I'm
Yeah.
now back in
Well
character.
done on your
Oh,
win
sorry
in
about that.
last year. I
Thomas
remember it very
Peters, you want
well.
to come and film a course vlog with us? We're playing with Tiger at Augusta.
Can you do
come?
it? Can you do his accent?
Are you
please?
busy?
Are you good on camera? Ladies and gentlemen, we have shuddered to a stop at the end of the podcast like an aged Volkswagen Golf, coughing out the last embers of life. Hopefully, though, like the Volkswagen Golf, we have given you a jolly good ride, shown you the sights, and give you a trip that you'll remember for quite some time. If you haven't already subscribed to the Rough
Yes.
Cut YouTube Golf Podcast, make
Please.
sure you do so now. Give us a follow on your favorite podcast provider. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure. Gentlemen, it's been great sharing time with you. Most importantly, it's been fantastic sharing time with you wherever you may be. We'll see you next
Thank you
week.
very much.
You need to read a bedtime story one day.
See ya.
See you.